Hey guys, welcome to next lecture, and in this lecture we will discuss about CSS positioning. When we define an HTML element and then select that element in a CSS, what is static? Actually static is default value. Element render in order as they appear in the document flow. Second one is absolute position. The element is positioned relative to its first position, but remember that that is not a static. In the fixed position, the element is positioned relative to the browser window. That element position depends on the browser, not inside the container or whatever you define. That element will be fixed to the browser. And the relative is the element is positioned relative to its normal position. Next is a sticky. Sticky is the element positioned based on the user scroll position. A sticky element toggles between relative and fixed depending on the user scroll, and in the initial sets the property to its default value. And the last one is inherit actually inherits this property from its parent element. In this lecture I will use these all except the sticky one, so open your code editor and I will show you how to use this. And inside the container create a div with name class p-box, and inside this div create two headings, hello, and second one is world, and save, refresh, and we have our hello and world both of the headings. So come inside the style sheet. Inside the style sheet we are going to target our p-box dot p-box, width of 100 pixel, and then a height of 500 pixel, border should be 1 pixel, solid black, and the last thing we need let's save and see this. Okay, now we got the border and we got our text also. Okay, margin left, margin all side, okay, and all side we need a margin of 30 pixel. Save, refresh. This is our p box. We have over this two default static elements, so let's apply some different CSS positioning to these two elements. What we need here, this both of the elements to be absolute so we can move them in the box. So first of all let me show you one thing to understand. Dot p-box, and inside dash h1 heading, and position absolute top, and let's say 10 pixel. I want to show you something here. Okay, refresh, and you can see the h1 heading got the 10 pixel top with the browser, not with this p box. Why? Because absolute always should be have some parent relative element, so this box is not relative, and because of this and getting the 10 pixel with the browser, not with this element. So what we have to do here, we have to come here and position relative, save, and I think I have both same headings. Okay, let it to h2, save, refresh, and you can see now it is working with this p box. Give them a 40 pixel, 50 pixel, save, refresh. Now we can move this h1 anywhere in his parent relative box. So this is what with the absolute, relative, and static things work. Let me show you some more. Copy this, paste, h2, position absolute top 10 pixel, right let's say 100 pixel. So now this h2 is also working with his parent relative box. So with the help of this positioning you can move your h1, h2 anywhere in the box that is in the parent relative div. Now let me show you a fixed. Outside this container create a Okay, and now outside the container create a button and class btn, name it like Facebook. Save, refresh. We got our button. Let's add a little styling to it. Dot btn, padding 10 pixel, background color blue, color white. Save, refresh, and we got our Facebook button. Like, think of it Facebook button, but the thing is it's a fixed button, so when we scroll up or down this will not move from its position. Let me show you how this will not move. Create 3 divs, save, refresh. Now our button is here. This is our fixed button. What we actually want, we want when we scroll up or down, this button should move with the scroll, and this should be a one static height with the browser. So come in your style sheet, inside this button we have to define like position fixed, and fixed position means that stick with this browser position, that is default fixed position. And what we have to do next, and stay at top 400 pixel. Okay, what we have done here, this position fixed and top, this button should be fixed. First we have done this, that it should be fixed. Second thing, fixed with word, fixed with the 400 with this browser, not with this. Reload, and you can see now we will scroll up or down, this button is fixed to the browser 400. Let's say we 600 here. Save, reload. So that's why we mostly use it for social media links, and some people use it for navbar. When they create a navbar, they create a fixed navbar. When we scroll down or up, that navbar move. So this is how we can create a fixed button or anything, and then fixed it with the browser. That's how we can create any fixed kind of element, and that fixed kind of element should be fixed with the browser for their responsiveness and for any kind of purpose. So next thing I want to show you is, now let's add the image to this background. Download any image from the Google. I have already an image. After downloading and saving image in the image folder, go to your pbox, and inside pbox, background image, it will be like URL. In the URL define the path where is image, img slash, and then image name sample.jpg. Save, refresh, and we got images in our divs. Let me remove that extra divs. Save, refresh. We have image in our background. So let's we can add a different kind of position to this background image. In this same div, like we say background position to 100 pixel top bottom and 200 pixel left and right. Save, refresh. So what's this gonna do? This is gonna push the image down to 100 and applied the width of the 200. So this image will be repeated, and we have a small fix for this background. Repeat, no repeat. Okay, save, refresh. Now this image will not be repeated. It's our 200 pixel space we have created, and this is our 100 pixel space that we have created here. The next thing what we can do with this is, we want this position to be center. Background position center, center. Save, refresh, and now this image is center. We can use this pixel, we can use this center, and we can use this center with top like this. This can also be used center top, center bottom, center left, or if you want to use just simple top, you can also use these pixel things and center top. Okay, so last thing I want to do is pseudo classes. Okay, inside your HTML file and inside container, create a UL Inside you will create a list item like hello world, anything, and copy this couple of times like this, save, refresh. We got our UL items. Disable the button for the time being, and this is our item. So what the pseudo classes do, let me show you here. This UL should be class my list, save, refresh, and inside the CSS file my list item first child. This is pseudo class. Okay, this is how pseudo classes works. First child like background color red, save, and after the refresh you can see this. With the help of this pseudo class we have changed the color of our first ally. So this is also work with the first child and last child. Last, save, refresh. This can change the last ally item's color, and suppose if you want that this fifth item to be gray, we can also use this like dot my list item, and that child. Inside this give the number, like we want number 5th, background color gray, save, refresh, and with the help of this our 5th item is gray. We can also use like even and odd. Here we say even, and all even should we get the yellow color, save, refresh, and you can see our even elements are yellow. So guys, we have completed most of the important fundamentals of CSS, and this is everything with the HTML basics and CSS basics. And the next series I will go to start with HTML and CSS is we will develop a responsive website. Hit subscribe and help me to grow and support me guys. So see you in the next series. Have a nice day.